We went to the hill, we collected all those cashew fruits fallen on the ground, very juicy ones, and then we came here to this hut. Now the actual process starts over here. And what is the first process of this? Can you just squash them up the way they are? No. What I showed you was that the seed was outside, and the process here is de-seeding. Let's use that word, a new English word for you. Removing the seed from the fleshy pulp. And let us see what these people are going to do with this cashew pulp, this very nice, juicy cashew pulps. Go for it! Ladies and gentlemen, you see this lady sitting down here who is twisting those seeds off from the cashew fruit, okay, to remove the pulp. You know why I'm showing you this? When you were young, and if you are a Goan, you will remember that our mothers used this action here on our seeds on the side when we were naughty. And now you know where they practice them? Every cashew season, removing the seeds from the cashew trees. Okay, you have seen the cashew fruit being separated and the seed being taken aside. Now here are the seeds that have been taken out. What do you do with this? Can you eat them like this? No. We are going to show you something, what they do with this seed to get that kernel to you in packets, which you call as the Goa cashew nuts. It all comes from here. They are different sizes, sorted out and given. But remember one thing, ladies and gentlemen, this fruit does not just give you the seed to eat. The shell outside has got a particular type of an oil, very corrosive for the hands, but an amazing one for coating the boats, the canoes. You see the canoes are black? They are coated with the oil from this shell. It does not allow any of these termites or anything to attack the wood, and this is used, or this was used earlier, to prevent termites in the homes. Black in color, but don't allow it to fall on your hands, the sap, because then your hand will start getting black. Let me find out whether there is somebody here who has experimented with the shell and what happens to their hand. Okay, now let's go and see how they fry it first and they dehusk it. You can see these cashew nuts already kept on a tray on 3 stones where they are going to light the fire. He is lighting the fire for this. But before that, there is something else that I need to tell you. After all this hard work, you need a little energy. And what do? They bring boiled grams. Tasty. Here they come. These are boiled grams, and see another Goan intangible heritage that we have. The coconut shell has been used to make a spoon. The jackfruit leaves are used to make this container for me. And what do? I remove this and put them here. I've already been served by these beautiful young ladies. Now it's the turn of others. I have told you about this ripe cashew seed. But what happens to the raw one? Is it spared from the teeth? No. Here we have got Mrs. Rosalind Coelho, okay, a very young lady who has volunteered to show us what we were doing in our childhood. is opening the raw cashew tree, which is called as Focka, F-O-K-K-A. Don't get ideas. Okay? So, there you are. There you are. Can you? Yes, please, please, please. This repeat performance encore is because she has got a lot of claps. You think that it's very, very easy to do. You think it is very, very easy to do this, but it's very, very difficult because that little bibo, what we call the small fellow, has got a habit of jumping around the place. Second one comes out, 2 babies delivered successfully, and these are called as the raw bibos. Here it is, in it goes. So now that we have eaten this bibo, we'll see what happens to the ripe seeds. They are fried over here, over this fire. You can see it here. And they turn jet black. We'll let them finish the process and then we'll bring the ready ones for you. And we'll see how they open it out. And we get the famous Goem cashew nut. Fried. After roasting the seeds over the fire and the pan, the next process is basically to break it and to remove the actual seed from inside. This is what the seed looks like, which is roasted. And I'm telling you, it tastes heavenly. I am reiterating my Goemship because I have tasted a freshly roasted cashew seed. And by the way, if they are fresh, you require less roasting. If they are earlier year, you require a little more roasting. If you can't make it over here, buy some from the market, roasted, eat them. Taste is amazing. I'm going to rob a few more and disappear from you. Now you see me sitting down here. I've removed my shoes. There are two reasons for it. One is I'm feeling very hot, and the second thing is that this is the right way to play it. That's how we were doing it when we were children. And the game is not about marbles. The marbles are interchanged with cashew seeds. This was the way that we used to win over more cashew nuts so that we could eat more. And what was this particular game about? Now you can see over here that there are a row of cashew seeds that have been placed upright over here, and how you won it was they were put by somebody or collectively they were put over here, and then one person had to go over there taking a bigger of the seeds collected, which was called as a botto, and he had to hit the seed from there, which was pointed out here by the opponent. And then there were different rules. It ended up with fights, I know, but the thing was that whichever, let us say I tell you to hit this one, then if you had to hit this, all this would go to the winner. If you didn't, then you had to give 3 to me. These rules are not framed by the International Botte Association. This I am just telling you from my childhood. But I am telling you that fun, all the people who are standing over here, I am just going to ask my cameraman to pan the camera all around. These people are reminiscing all those days that they lost cashew nuts and they won cashew nuts. But the idea was to eat the cashew nuts after they were well fried. So let's see the process of frying them while I am getting fried in this hot sun. All these guys have tried, they have hit something. Let me relive my childhood and try hitting. I was not a very good person who aimed. My aim is to get all this heritage to you. The aim is not to cook, but you never know. A cherry on top, always better. Okay? What advice? You know the advices I'm getting. He tells me it's good. He's telling me it's bigger. So now I take your advice, a bigger bottle, which is just 1 millimeter bigger than the last one. And bad luck. The pulpy base of this fruit has been collected, and during my time, ancient time, very old times, they used their feet to squash it. See, even the cock agrees with me. The fruits now, they are using a machine to squash this. So we have got Mr. Thomas Fernandez here, who is going to explain to us the use of extracting the juice with the help of a machine. But we will come back to you with the squashing of the fruit. Thomas Bob.
आदीच स्थान भुरग्यापणारच स्थान हें काम करून आयलां लेबराचें शेतान वचपाचें काजूनी वचपाचें हेल्पिंग हँड
Very good.
तेन्ना हें हांव कोत्ता तें काम फ्युचर जेनरेशन आनी सगळ्यांनी हें चालू दवरचें ही परंपरा आहा पळय ती आदी आमी कितें करताले पांयांनी मोवताले आनी आमकां ताकद आसताली बरी पांयांनी काम करपाक आनी आमी हाफ किलोमिटर सुमार थंयसर व्हरोन रोज भाटयो काडटाले हांव आतां सगळें आमकां लागीं जालां सगळें म्हणजे स्ट्रक्चर
आता
पांयांनी ना आतां हांव मिशीन मोवता तें एक्सप्लेन करतलो हें मिशीन आनी आतां भाटी लागीं आहा व्हरोंक नाका
ओके
म्हणटच आतां हांव काजू मोवता कशें तें तुमकां दाखयता.
Ladies and gentlemen, when he says the bhati is close by, that is the place where they do the condensation process of the fermented cashew juice into the urrak or the feni. We will show that to you later. Yeah.
Now I am showing how I am taking the juice.
Yes.
Let's make it on machine. Now. Mark the timing. 1 bucket only half minute. Ponya. घाल. आणि तुमकां दाखयता आदी आमी पांयांनी मोवताले पळय ते. Now I am showing manual. I am doing without machine. What are Baba?
Ladies and gentlemen, after picking the fruit, taking out the seed and bringing it here and showing you the two processes of squashing it, the pulp that remains is kept under pressure on these two stones, and what you get is this NIRO. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Pun, the most important part of that is these glasses have come now. How did they drink earlier? I'll show you. With the kotyo. Please. I will show you how they used to drink it earlier. I've taken the biggest kotti. This is a coconut shell that has been prepared like a glass. I'm going to pour it in here. And before any one of these people who are standing in queue behind, I'm going to drink it. Great.
Thank you, sir.
This is the NIRO drunk from the kotti. So now, let the distribution begin. When I use the word Goenkar, he is not a person who has just come here and is having a house over here. He is a person who has got that streak in him which has got the ethos of the land of Goa based with the culture. And when we came here for this documentation rather of taking the cashew nut and cashew fruit and making a rug out of it, I met one gentleman whom I am proud to meet always, and that is Mr. Alexis. He writes his name Alexyz, starts in the first alphabet, ends, and that is what he covers about the Goa and the various aspects, very humorous ones, because he is Goa's famous cartoonist. My friend, Mr. Alexis.
Thank you.
Alexis Bab, welcome to my program, My Goem, where we have come here to celebrate the making of the urrak and the cashew fruit.
Thank you.
We have heard a lot of things about this, but one thing that we have not seen is something that flows out through your pen. my viewers all over the world would like to know, all the Goenkars, how you put this Goan incidents through your caricatures.
Well, thank you very much in the first place. That Prudent TV has really invited me to this program where I would love to give my comments on the cashew. Well, as being a Goan, you cannot avoid the cashew. Our forefathers have always been part of this lovely fruit called the cashew apple. And even my parents, I think even my forefathers, at one point in time used to promote and used to market this Cajuche Feni. They used to live in a village called Penne, but they used to walk all the way from Penne. I'm talking about my forefathers. And they used to go to the market in Mapsa and sell the Cajuche Feni as we know it now. And I've been always fascinated by it. So when I did my book on what is happening in Goa today, I did my cover on Goa, and the title was Goa Paradise Lost. I showed the Goa cashew, the cashew apple, and how it is being eaten and swallowed by events that are happening, and people are actually running away because the cashew, that is Goa, representing Goa, is being totally eroded by things that should not be happening in Goa. So this was a book that I had done some years back, and I had already foreseen what is happening in Goa. This book was published, I think, in the year 2000 something. Today we are in 2017, and whatever I predicted has been happening today, unfortunately. But we have to reverse what is happening. We should not give up hope that Goa is going, that the Goan paradise is lost. And today we are gathered here. Today is a revival of that Goan spirit, the revival of the Goan paradise that we hope to be. So I always hope for the best. This is in fact, some time back I had done the whole story of cashew. This is a story about, I don't have the earlier pictures where they collect the cashews and then they mash it with their legs, and then the juice that is derived from that is put into this. Today we have seen for ourselves, and this is a picture I had done earlier, how the cashew is being transformed into urak and then into feni. After that, it is taken to the market, to the village markets, as earlier it was, and being sold into the village markets. This is a representative of the Seolim market, because I am from Seolim, and almost every other day they bring, during the season, they bring the cashew feni and they sell it in the market. This is a scene from the past actually. This is the old tavern from where the cashew feni was taken and sold into the... But today, fortunately, cashew feni has been given the importance that it is going to be a major drink, that is going to be
A GI.
a GI. And that is something that we have to thank people like even your gentleman, Sanjeev, who is doing a great job of promoting Goan culture. This is also a scene from the old cashew tavern. Of course, we don't see much of them unless you go into the villages. And today what we have seen today is an open air tavern.
Yes.
It's an open air tavern where the village folks had invited all of us, and we really enjoyed being here today. And cashew feni is so important to people, to Goans, though there is a negative side to people drinking.
Part of it.
Yeah, the alcohol part, people who cannot contain their drink. And we have this young gentleman who, when he is dying, he doesn't want to forget the joy that Feni has given him. So he takes it in his coffin, and that was Pedro's last wish, that he takes the Feni bottle in his coffin, that when he goes to heaven, he will enjoy his time in heaven spreading the essence of Feni.
Alex Bob,
Yes.
so in other words, you are telling me if I go to heaven, I will find the Goan Feni in a tavern.
Of course, of course. There will be there will be a go
Selling
and there
Feni.
will be Feni. I don't know whether he'll be selling it, but I'm sure you
I think
will
we
get.
can talk nicely and share it.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yes.
And today it has become so popular. And this is a cartoon I've done, and a little verse called R.I.P. Goa's Cashew industry, dying indeed, maimed by the mine owners' growing greed. And so we have the popular side of Feni is that it has become an international drink. Today it attracts not only the locals but also the foreigners. They have also been seduced and induced into drinking Feni. And that is one thing good. So we hope and pray that the government understands and appreciates the value of the cashew apple and let it grow peacefully in our hills and in our forests. And I hope that today's event that we have, it is a historical day today in the history of the cashew Feni that we have recorded and documented thanks to Prudent Goa and thanks to our brother Sanjeev Sardessai, who has come all the way from the city to this little village called Pomburpa to record and document the value and the importance, because this is part of Goa's identity. This is our inheritance. And a drink is always good, provided you don't overdo it. And that is with anything in life. You enjoy the drink, you celebrate the drink, and you, what do you call it?
Memorize it, how much to have in future.
Yeah. Keep
But,
it for the future.
Yeah. Alex Bob, sometimes you can't trap talent inside. So when we were here, I saw him doing something with the pen. Can you show us what you did today?
I got down with my pen and paper and I sketched. This is our friend Gabru from the village of Pomburpa, who has been showing us the process of how Feni is being distilled. And so even he and our gentleman, I forget his name, Marius, who
Peter.
has initiated everything, and the gentleman whose
Mr.
place
Peter.
this is, Mr. Peter,
Yeah.
Pedro, that he has given us this place to make this place a historical place. I don't think I will ever forget. I don't think Brother Sanjeev will ever forget it. So today is really a great day. I'm honored and privileged to be called here to be part of this celebration. Thank you very
Alex
much.
Bob. Thank you for being on My Goem on Prudent TV with my crew over here, who have already been roasted in the hot sun, just like those seeds over there. But thank you so much for sharing your art with my viewers.
Thank you. It was a privilege for me. Thank you for inviting me. And today, as I said, I will never forget today. Today is indeed historical. Thank you.
Thank you.